Decoding the Ten Commandments, unlocking the eternal wisdom for moral living. The Ten Commandments, revealed to Moses on Mount Sinai, stand as an iconic pillar of moral guidance and ethical principles in the Judeo-Christian tradition. These ancient precepts have transcended time and cultural boundaries, resonating with people of diverse backgrounds and beliefs. Decoding the Ten Commandments allows us to unlock their profound wisdom and understand their timeless relevance in shaping a just and virtuous society. 1. The First Commandment. You shall have no other gods before me. At the core of the Decalogue lies the imperative to acknowledge the supremacy of the one true God. This commandment sets the foundation for monotheism and emphasizes the importance of spiritual devotion. It challenges us to prioritize our faith and allegiance to the divine above all else. Decoding the First Commandment reminds us of the significance of seeking spiritual fulfillment, rather than turning to false gods or worldly distractions. By centering our lives on a higher purpose, we find meaning, contentment, and a sense of direction in an often chaotic world. 2. The Second Commandment. You shall not make for yourself an idol. The prohibition against creating idols serves as a cautionary reminder against the allure of materialism and worshipping tangible objects. Beyond physical images, this commandment cautions against crafting mental constructs that diminish the true essence of the divine. Decoding the Second Commandment compels us to cultivate an authentic relationship with God, unencumbered by superficial representations or distorted perceptions. It challenges us to approach the divine with reverence and humility, embracing a spirituality that transcends mere symbolism. 3. The Third Commandment. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. This commandment advocates for the sanctity of divine names and expressions, discouraging casual or irreverent use of sacred language. It underscores the importance of honoring the divine in our speech and thoughts. Decoding the Third Commandment prompts us to cultivate mindfulness in our words, refraining from using the name of God in vain or engaging in gossip, slander, or harmful speech. By honoring the sacredness of language, we foster a culture of respect and compassion in our interactions with others. 4. The Fourth Commandment. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. The observance of the Sabbath provides a designated time for rest, reflection, and spiritual rejuvenation. This commandment encourages a healthy work-life balance and reinforces the significance of setting aside time for worship and communion with God. Decoding the Fourth Commandment highlights the importance of self-care and mindfulness in our fast-paced lives. Embracing moments of rest and spiritual contemplation not only replenishes our energy but also deepens our connection with the divine and strengthens our relationships with others. 5. The Fifth Commandment. Honor your father and your mother. The commandment to honor parents emphasizes the value of familial relationships and the duty of children to respect and care for their parents. It lays the groundwork for a harmonious and stable society. Decoding the Fifth Commandment reminds us of the importance of filial piety and gratitude toward our parents or caregivers. It extends to honoring all those who have played a nurturing role in our lives, fostering an environment of love, support, and mutual respect. 6. The Sixth Commandment. You shall not murder. This commandment unequivocally condemns the taking of innocent human life, affirming the sanctity and value of every individual. It forms the cornerstone of a just and compassionate society. Decoding the Sixth Commandment underscores the inherent worth of every human being and calls us to promote peace, empathy, and conflict resolution. It extends to valuing the sanctity of life in all its forms, inspiring us to actively work towards the well-being of others. 7. The Seventh Commandment. You shall not commit adultery. The sanctity of marriage is upheld by this commandment, highlighting the significance of fidelity, trust, and commitment within marital relationships. Decoding the Seventh Commandment encourages us to honor the covenant of marriage and to cultivate healthy, loving partnerships. It calls for honesty, communication, and the nurturing of emotional intimacy, fostering strong family bonds and a stable society. 8. The Eighth Commandment. You shall not steal. This commandment denounces theft and dishonest gain, promoting the principles of integrity, fairness, and respect for others' property. Decoding the Eighth Commandment challenges us to embrace a life of honesty and stewardship, refraining from exploiting or harming others for personal gain. It encourages us to be responsible stewards of resources, fostering a sense of community and cooperation. 9. The Ninth Commandment. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. This commandment speaks to the value of truthfulness and the prohibition of bearing false witness, guarding against deception and malicious intent. Decoding the Ninth Commandment emphasizes the importance of integrity in our words and actions. It calls us to be authentic and compassionate in our dealings with others, cultivating an atmosphere of trust and goodwill. 10. The Tenth Commandment. You shall not covet. The final commandment cautions against the toxic desire for others' possessions or circumstances, encouraging contentment and gratitude for what one has. Decoding the Tenth Commandment reminds us to cultivate a spirit of gratitude and to focus on personal growth rather than comparison. It fosters a sense of abundance and generosity, freeing us from the bondage of envy and fostering genuine joy in the success and well-being of others. Conclusion. Decoding the Ten Commandments unveils a tapestry of profound moral principles that continue to guide and inspire humanity throughout the ages. These commandments offer a roadmap for ethical living, urging us to cultivate reverence for the divine, respect for one another, and responsibility for our actions. By embracing the wisdom encapsulated in the Decalogue, we contribute to the creation of a just, compassionate, and harmonious society, promoting the well-being and flourishing of all.